Hey there, true crime fans. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into one of the most bizarre and unsettling cases ever to hit the screen. The curious case of Natalia Grace. This documentary takes us on a wild ride through a story so strange and twisted, it almost feels like it was ripped straight out of a psychological thriller. If you're into true crime that leaves you questioning everything and everyone, buckle up because this is one documentary you won't want to miss. The curious case of Natalia Grace unravels the perplexing story of Natalia Grace Barnett, a Ukrainian orphan adopted by an American family in 2010. On the surface, it seemed like a typical, if heartwarming, adoption story, a little girl in need of a loving home and a family eager to provide it. But as the documentary quickly reveals, this was no ordinary adoption, and Natalia was no ordinary child. The documentary begins by introducing us to the Barnetts, a seemingly normal family living in Indiana. Michael and Christine Barnett believed they were adopting a 6-year-old girl with a rare form of dwarfism, and they were prepared for the challenges that came with it. However, soon after Natalia's arrival, things took a dark turn. The Barnetts began to suspect that Natalia was not actually a child, but an adult masquerading as one, possibly with sinister intentions. What follows is a jaw-dropping tale of suspicion, manipulation, and a family torn apart by fear and mistrust. The documentary does a fantastic job of presenting both sides of the story. On one hand, you have the Barnetts, who claim that Natalia was a dangerous adult pretending to be a child. And on the other hand, you have Natalia, who insists that she was just a scared little girl in need of a family. The filmmakers successfully navigate this murky territory, leaving viewers to grapple with the question, who is telling the truth? The strength of the curious case of Natalia Grace lies in its ability to keep you on the edge of your seat. Just when you think you've got it figured out, what's going on, a new twist emerges, upending everything you thought you knew. The documentary is packed with shocking revelations and unsettling moments that will make you question your own perceptions of truth and deception. It's a masterclass in suspenseful storytelling, with each episode leaving you hungry for more. Visually, the documentary is sharp and engaging, using a mix of interviews and reenactments and archival footage to piece together the puzzle. The interviews are particularly compelling, featuring key players in the case, including Michael Barnett, who provides a first-hand account of the events from his perspective. His interviews are intense and often uncomfortable, as he recounts his experiences with Natalia in chilling detail. The documentary also features interviews with legal experts and social workers and others who were involved in the case, adding depth and context to the story. One of the most fascinating aspects of the curious case of Natalia Grace is the way that it delves into the psychological and ethical implications of the case. The documentary raises important questions about the responsibilities of adoptive parents, the ethics of international adoption, and the challenges of dealing with mental health issues in the context of family dynamics. It also explores the idea of identity, how it can be manipulated, misunderstood, weaponized. These themes add layers of complexity to the story, making it more than just a sensational true crime tale. As the documentary progresses, it becomes clear that this case is far more complicated than it initially seems. The legal battles, the shifting narratives, and the conflicting testimonies all contribute to a sense of confusion and ambiguity. By the end of the series, you're left with more questions than answers, a fitting conclusion to a story that defies easy categorization. Despite its bizarre and sometimes disturbing content, The Curious Case of Natalia Grace is a gripping and thought-provoking watch. It's the kind of documentary that will have you debating with your friends long after it's over about who was right, who was wrong, and what really happened behind closed doors. If you're a fan of true crime that challenges your perceptions and keeps you guessing till the very end, this documentary is a must-watch. The Curious Case of Natalia Grace is a fascinating and deeply unsettling exploration of a case that seems almost too strange to be true. It's a documentary that will leave you questioning not just the story itself, but the very nature of truth and deception. If you haven't seen it yet, I highly recommend giving it a watch. It's a wild ride that you won't soon forget. And if you enjoy this review, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more true crime content. Until next time, stay curious, stay skeptical, and remember, sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.